In dirty-ass downtown New York, giant robots start rampaging all over the city. When it is about to attack a little girl, Hyperion shows up and destroys it. Nighthawk tells him to focus on the mission and destroys one of the robots with a bomb. When Zarda takes out one of them, Dr. Spectrum tries to show off, but he gets taken down like a dumbass. Speed Demon attacks a robot, melting its joints from the friction of his super speed. With the threat taken care of, the citizens cheer for the Squadron Supreme, who declares themselves Earth's mightiest heroes. When Hyperion sees a blinking light in one of the wreckage, he destroys it with his heat vision. Nighthawk tries to stop him, but it is already too late, and he triggers the trap that imprisoned them in an energy barrier. Suddenly, Iron Man shows up, revealing to be the evil mastermind behind it. Iron Man makes fun of them for not being the brightest heroes, having fallen into his trap. Dr. Spectrum freed them with his powers, and Speed Demon quickly lured Iron Man's attention. Iron Man struggles to hit him, so Speed Demon knocks him off the air while Zarda uppercuts him as he falls. Nighthawk then throws him against Hyperion. Hyperion unmasks Iron Man, and the public starts jeering at him. Iron Man breaks free and tries to escape, but when Dr. Spectrum tries to stop him, he fires back with a unibeam. The impact of their attacks briefly tore a rift, revealing a different reality than the one they have now. The Squadron Supreme attacks him, but Iron Man destroys the robot's wreckage to create an explosion while he flees. Worried that Iron Man has seen through their plan, Dr. Spectrum claims he wouldn't even remember what it means. Back in his lab, Iron Man tries to figure out what he just saw and claims that he wouldn't team up with a bunch of criminals. When he asks Jarvis to pull up information on them, he sees footage of J. Jonah Jameson discussing New York's most wanted list, and shows a clip of the notorious hacker, Falcon, stealing from ATMs, Master Cat Burglar, Black Widow, stealing a diamond from a museum, Thor, the Lord of Crime, attacking an armored van, Gangster Strongman, the Hulk, badgering a couple cops, Hawkeye stealing from the rich for himself, and the mysterious outlawed captain who is still at large. Meanwhile, Nighthawk is disappointed in Dr. Spectrum, who got distracted in the previous fight and risked all they had done. Dr. Spectrum claims that he is doing his best as the Reality Stone did not come with instructions. Nighthawk states that he promised him a world where the Avengers didn't exist. Hyperion claims they have the upper hand now, with the people honoring and respecting them. Nighthawk claims he is displeased with the facade when they should be feared ruling the world, not smiling for the camera. Worried that Iron Man is onto them, he decides that the Squadron Supreme will take him and the other Avengers out permanently. Later that night, Hawkeye is fleeing after stealing sensitive S.H.I.E.L.D. information when Squadrons Zarda and Speed Demon confront him. He doesn't fight back and asks them to take him in, but Speed Demon explains that they no longer take in criminals and decides to take him out. Zarda throws him off the building, but Falcon catches him in the air. They return to the jet, where Iron Man waits for them. Meanwhile, ugly-ass Hulk and Thor cross each other's paths when they hear of a weapon that can take down Hyperion. While they brawl over it, Black Widow sneaks in and escapes with the weapon. When she tries to use it on them, it breaks down, revealing it to be a trap set by Hyperion to lure them in. Hyperion tears off the ceiling and attacks them with his heat vision. When he is about to attack Black Widow, Iron Man rams the jet into Hyperion and pushes him against a cliff. They escape in the plane and later discover that Iron Man has gathered them together. Nighthawk meets with Dr. Spectrum, who works on a device that fully utilizes the Reality Stone. Dr. Spectrum claims that he can only do so much controlling the power of an Infinity Stone. Once they finish the device, it will cement their control of reality and permanently give them whatever they desire, with the Avengers wiped off the Earth and the planet theirs to rule. Hyperion embarrassingly returns, having failed in capturing the Avengers. Nighthawk is displeased at him and claims that he expects results when he gets back while he cleans up after Hyperion's mess. The Avengers are pissed at Iron Man for gathering them, claiming they work alone. Iron Man explains that ever since the fight with the Squadron Supreme, he claims that something is off. He then shows everyone the video of when he attacked Dr. Spectrum and the vision he saw. Falcon claims that Dr. Spectrum created a mass hallucination with the stone, but Iron Man explains that they live in it. Iron Man suspects that they must have been a team of supervillains so strong that the Squadron Supreme tried to wipe them out of reality. When others refuse to believe him, Iron Man suggests storming their hideout and stealing the stone from Dr. Spectrum. Only Thor agrees to his plan, but when Iron Man asks Captain America, the others don't believe he exists. Iron Man forces Captain America to come out from the shadows when he tries to attack Falcon. He then asks him why he tried to save Falcon, which Cap claims was an instinct or muscle memory. Iron Man claims that this explains his theory and that they used to work together as a team. Captain America states that he's had his suspicions, having been forced into something he's not. He explains that this is why he went off the grid, as he didn't know who to trust. Cap points out that in the video he showed them, the girl in the background shouted, "Go Avengers!" and suspected that it must be the name of their group. He claims that the Squadron must have flipped reality, turning the Avengers into supervillains that destroy the city. Suddenly, the jet experiences some turbulence, revealed to be Nighthawk attacking them. Black Widow quickly jumps to steer the plane. Hawkeye suspects that she must have flown these before, but she claims that she has never flown them in her life. Black Widow then shoots back at Nighthawk, which forces him to eject from his ship. When he fails to shoot them down, Nighthawk plants a bomb on the jet and escapes. When they were about to abandon the ship, Captain America stopped them, claiming that it would be like dropping a bomb that would blow up half the city. Iron Man claims that although they are on the most wanted list, they haven't actually taken a life. Iron Man suggests flying the bomb as far from the ship as possible. When he intends to sacrifice himself, Captain America tries to stop him, but Iron Man explains that he wouldn't die as this is not reality. He then flies off with the bomb, which explodes in the air. Meanwhile, the Avengers struggle to keep the jet in the air, and Thor and Hulk jump out to handle it. Thor creates a surging storm to safely land the plane while Hulk catches it on the ground. When they safely land on the ground, Falcon wonders if they're a team now. Captain America explains that deep down inside, they know something is wrong. He claims that taking the Squadron is not only justice, but that the fate of the world rests in their hands. Later, the Squadron celebrates Iron Man's demise when suddenly the tower shakes, and they discover they are under attack. Hulk and Thor attack the building, throwing cars at it and acting as a distraction while the others sneak inside. Zarda goes out to attack Hulk, but Thor interrupts and stops her. Speed Demon runs around Hulk at top speed, sucking the air out of him, but Hulk retaliates with a clapping shockwave that blows his dumbass away. When Hulk and Thor try to surround Zarda, Speed Demon arrives and drags Thor with him, unable to move. Meanwhile, Black Widow and Hawkeye sneak inside and follow Dr. Spectrum, who rushes back to his lab to finish the device. Captain America meets up with them, but before they can sneak up on Dr. Spectrum, Nighthawk and Hyperion arrive to stop them. Nighthawk urges Dr. Spectrum to hurry up with the device while they keep the Avengers busy. During the fighting, Captain America throws his shield at Dr. Spectrum, who drops the stone. When Captain America's shield returns to its original form, Dr. Spectrum claims that the Reality Stone is losing its grip. Hyperion breaks the wall with his heat vision and throws the shield back at Captain America, which pushes him off the building. As Captain America falls from a great height, Iron Man arrives and catches him in the air. With only seconds left before the device is completed, the Avengers quickly work their way to stop it. Falcon and Hawkeye confront Hyperion, while Black Widow deals with Nighthawk by herself. The Avengers fail to stop the device in time, and Dr. Spectrum walks into it with the Reality Stone. The Avengers realize that reality is catching up to them when their limbs start to fade out of existence. As Dr. Spectrum extends his hand to complete the process, Iron Man arrives with Captain America and shoots him off balance. Captain America asks the Avengers to cover him while he takes the Reality Stone into the device to correct things. Hawkeye stops him and claims that this is their chance to get what they want. But Captain America explains that forcing their will on others takes away their freedom and claims that they're not dictators. When Cap steps into the device, it reverses all the changes that the squadron made, returning their appearance and memories. Thor and Hulk knock Zarda and Speed Demon out when everything returns to normal. Nighthawk calls for a retreat, but before they escape, he blows up all the bombs inside the tower, which causes it to fall on top of New York City. Iron Man flies out to stop the tower from sliding off the building, which Falcon, Thor, and Hulk help. Iron Man claims that should the tower collapse, the skyscrapers will fall like dominoes all over the city. Once they held it in place, Jarvis sent out its drones to secure the building. With the situation handled, the Avengers secure the Reality Stone. Captain America thanks Iron Man for believing in them when they forgot. Iron Man claims they would have done it too, if given the situation, and explains that they are in this together. Thank you for watching. Check out these other videos, and make sure to subscribe and tap the bell to be notified about our latest videos. See you next time.